So what if I told you that a huge tech brand, one you might literally have inside your computer right now, is about to just vanish? Yep. A name that's been a go-to for PC builders and tech fans for ages is being shut down. And the reason why? Well, it tells us everything about where the entire tech world is headed.
We're talking about a legacy of almost 3 decades. 29 years. You know, in the tech industry, that is an absolute eternity. This was a brand built on trust, with millions and millions of customers.
And just like that, it's over. Micron Technology has made it official. After 29 years, they are shutting down their famous consumer brand, Crucial. The name so many of us have counted on for memory and storage upgrades is being retired.
Okay, so what's really happening here? Micron, the parent company, is getting out of the Crucial consumer business completely. That means pretty soon you won't be able to buy Crucial branded stuff from retailers or online stores, anywhere. A major player is just walking off the field. And let's be clear, this wasn't some failing brand. Not at all. Micron themselves said Crucial was synonymous with technical leadership, quality, and reliability. It had a huge, passionate community of PC builders and was an absolute staple for anyone wanting to get more performance out of their machine.
Which brings us to the million-dollar question, right? If the brand was so popular, so respected, why on earth would you shut it down? It just doesn't seem to make sense. But the answer? Well, it pulls back the curtain on a massive shift happening across the entire industry.
The answer in just 2 letters, AI. We are smack in the middle of this unbelievable artificial intelligence gold rush. And it is creating a ferocious appetite for the kind of high-performance memory and storage that makes it all work. We're not just talking about more RAM. AI needs super specialized, lightning-fast hardware to train its giant models.
And you don't even have to read between the lines to figure this out. A Micron executive, Sumit Sadana, said it flat out. The demand from AI in data centers is just so huge that the company had to make a difficult decision to point all its resources in that direction.
So here's the key thing to understand. This isn't a story about failure. It's a strategic pivot. Micron is intentionally moving away from us, the PC builders, the everyday consumers, to go all in on the massive, way faster growing enterprise market. They're just following the money, and right now, all the money is flooding into data centers.
You know, this decision wasn't some knee-jerk reaction to a trend. It's actually part of a bigger, deliberate plan to transform Micron's entire business. They're basically redesigning the whole company for this new AI era.
In their press release, they use this classic piece of corporate jargon: secular, profitable growth vectors. Sounds complicated, right? But all it really means is they're betting on the huge, unstoppable trends, like AI, that are going to keep growing and making money for years to come. And right now, AI is the biggest trend there is.
So the logic behind it is pretty straightforward. First, you spot where the explosive growth is: AI and data centers. Second, you shift your entire supply chain to serve those giant customers. But you can't do everything, which leads to step 3. You have to exit the slower-growing consumer business. The end goal? To build a stronger, more valuable company for the long haul.
Of course, a move this big isn't just about numbers, it affects real people. On that front, Micron did say they plan to soften the blow for their team by moving employees into other open jobs inside the company. So they're shifting their talent right along with their strategy.
Okay, so what about us? What if you're a Crucial customer right now? Maybe you've got their RAM or an SSD in your PC. The good news is they've laid out a clear plan so that current owners aren't just left in the dark. So here's how it's going to go down. The announcement was slated for December 2025, and the very last shipments to stores are expected around February 2026. But here's the most important part for anybody who already owns Crucial gear. Micron has promised to continue all warranty service and support. So your warranty is still good. All right, let's just zoom out for a second, because this is so much bigger than just one company. This is a huge signal about the entire tech landscape and the incredible gravitational pull that AI has now.
I mean, think about it. When a company is willing to just walk away from a successful 29-year-old brand with millions of devoted customers, it tells you one thing: the opportunity in AI is simply too big to ignore. The demand from data centers is forcing everyone, even the giants, to make tough choices and bet on the future. And that leaves us with a really interesting question to chew on. Crucial is one major brand that's basically a casualty of the AI boom's success. As this gold rush keeps getting bigger and crazier, how many other familiar companies, other products that we use every day are going to be totally reshaped, or maybe even disappear?
What brand is going to be next?